What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the Saab, and me and my brother are going to be taking off the timing valve cover so we can look in the engine and see if everything is okay. And also we're going to make sure that there's no oil and water combination up in there. Make sure everything is nice and sealed. It has been sealed for a good 25 years. Make sure nothing in there is, no blown engine, nothing spun, nothing flown out, whatever. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this timing valve cover off. And as you can see, the gasket is kind of all messed up because it's pretty old. So we're going to be taking that off. And to take that off, I've taken about every bolt off on this thing that I can get. And the last thing that we have to do is take off this pulley, which is the compression pulley. So I do not have an impact wrench, so I don't have an impact drill, but my brother does. So he's going to bring it over and we are going to attempt to take this off. So I'm hoping that the impact drill will take it off, because I tried to do like just a normal socket wrench and stuff, and I could not get it. I couldn't break it loose, but I'm pretty sure the impact drill will. So we'll see what happens when we get here. So hopefully when we take off this timing cover, I'm hoping everything in the engine will be pretty good. So far so good. Taking off the valve covers, everything seems to be in order, and nothing seems to be out of place, so that's good so far. So a little story behind this car. I actually found this car off of Facebook Marketplace, and the guys were selling it for about $1,200. And I saw it and I was like, wow, this car is really cool. I've never actually seen or heard of these cars before. And I know a lot about cars. I've seen a lot of cars, know a lot of cars, and I've never heard of this one before. So I was automatically interested in what this car was. So I had to do a little bit of research on it before I decided to go look at it. And I did. I looked up some videos. There are some pretty good videos out there of this car. So after I looked up some videos, I was like, all right, let me get Mario. Let's go look at this thing. So we decided to go look at it. And when I first saw it, I was so surprised because it is super small. Like, you see Miatas and you say, wow, those cars are small. But you see this car and you're like, whoa, this car is even smaller. And that's crazy because Miatas are already super small. And funny thing is that when I sit in a Miata, my head is like, this is the windshield, the top of the windshield, and this is my eyes. Like, it's right there. So for me sitting in a Miata, it's like I can't really see unless I put my seat up a little bit to look over the window, or just lay down a little bit to look underneath. So funny thing about this car is, since it is basically as big as a Miata, and if not a little bit smaller, I can actually fit in it, and I'm about 6'2". So me fitting in this car is kind of rough, but it's cool because when I sit down on the seats are literally on the floorboard, so it's just enough space for me to be able to fit in here. And I currently have the seats out right now. They're over there. So I can throw those back in real quick just to give you guys a perspective on how big I am towards this car. All right, so I got the seat back in there. So let's see how hard this is for me to get in. Ugh. Yeah, so it's kind of cramped up in here, but it's about how close I am versus my other car, my BRZ. I can actually fit in that pretty good because it's still just big enough for like a 6'2" dude to sit in there. So that's nice. But this car is super small, but it's also super awesome. And I can't wait to get it on the road and start driving it. There's definitely a lot needed for this thing. And actually still has the original radio, so that's pretty cool. And it's 4-speed manual, hoping everything in the transmission works. It only has about 73,156 miles on it for a car that was made in 1974, so that's really cool. But there is quite a bit of rust issues. I kind of highlighted the areas that were bigger rust. And behind this thing, there's a lot of rust there. And the floorboard down here is actually really bad. So I'm gonna have to get some custom work done for that. And the brake line connected to the brake pedal is also just kind of hanging underneath the brake pedal down there. So I'm guessing that rusted out with the rest of the rust here. So I'll have to replace that and the... So interesting fact about this car is these cars actually never came from the factory with a sunroof. It was not an option, but mine did. Because whoever the first owner was, I'm guessing the first owner, they actually went to a custom shop. You would have to go to a custom shop to get a sunroof or a moonroof, because this one doesn't open, so I'm just gonna call it a moonroof. So you would have to get it custom made, custom fit. And whoever did put this in, they did an okay job. There is some weird bubbling around the roof area, and so the area around the roof is a little bit weird, but I mean, it has been sitting for a long time, so I don't know if it's just warped or if it just kind of was made like that. But it is pretty cool. Like back in the 70s, they had shops that would put sunroofs in for these cars, and that's awesome. And I'm really glad that I got a moonroof with mine because it just looks cool. And it's, I guess you could say it's kind of a rare thing to have on these cars, since these cars are already super rare. So I'm gonna cut over to when my brother gets here, and when he gets here, I'll start recording a video and I'll introduce him. And then we will start working on that timing valve cover.
What's up, YouTube?
Yo, what's up?
How's it going, guys? I'm the brother, Sean.
Yep, this is my brother Sean. And now that he's here, we're gonna start working on the timing valve cover. Now we're gonna take it off and
Rip
yeah,
it into pieces.
rip it and throw it in the trash can.
Pray for a new one.
Yes. Tip number 1.
Oh boy.
All right, that was easy. I knew we needed it.
We did it. All right, let's see if it just pops off now.
Yeah.
We might need it. Fucking pry bars.
Yeah, probably.
You have a pry bar? This fucking thing? Alright.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Nice. All right, take that cover off. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, boy.
Ooh, this is a big old gear.
Oh, shit. Oh, look at this. It's a little...
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Not that dirty.
Yeah. I'm gonna repaint that thing.
Oh, yeah. Gold?
Yeah. Dang, those are some huge gears, though.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's a thick-ass layer of... That's not that thick.
That's not
Not
bad.
that thick for 74, huh?
Yeah. Pretty good for 1974. It doesn't look like anything is broken. That timing chain is a little bit loose, which let's totally just leave that there and not do anything with it so we don't ruin the timing.
Yeah, that would suck, huh?
Yeah. Apparently it's super easy to redo the timing in this car, but I don't even want to mess with it. All right, so we got the timing valve cover off, and now we're just kind of cleaning up the edges, getting all the old gasket off.
Yeah.
And also the water pump gasket is...
You know what a water pump does? Pumps water.
Water pump pumps water.
Maybe.
Hopefully. I mean, if that's what you want it to do.
That's what it's supposed to do. We don't know if this one does.
Yeah, we don't know if this one works, but I'm just trying to get this gasket off so we can replace it. And all right, so what we're gonna do now is that I am going to try to drill out these little screws, because when I tried to drill them out with a normal drill, they rounded out. So that happened for both sides, and to get these out, I have to do that. And so the reason that I need to get these out because I have to get this carpet out so we can like see all the rust instead of just how much rust we've seen so far. So I'm gonna get to that and then I'll update you guys. All right, so we got those little side trim pieces off, and we also brought back the carpet so we can see more of the rust, and as you can see there is more, but it's not that bad. We'll figure it out and we'll custom make some stuff. And also this side, which the rust isn't that bad on this side, just a little bit right there, and then mainly over here, so it's not too bad. All right, so we pushed the Sonnet to the side because we've pretty much done everything we can to it today. So now I just gotta get a gasket for this and a few other gaskets for the engine bay. And so this is my brother's Eclipse.
Yeah, it's the Eclipse.
The Eclipse.
Go on the back. It says it.
So it's pretty dope. He's got headers, air intake,
exhaust, everything except for turbo.
Yeah.
Turbocharging it, which is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
It would have blown up. It would have blown up.
Yeah, so this is the back of this car. Eclipse. Nice. It's got some taillights, blacked out side markers, exhaust, big old GT wing.
See the gold tip, dude? Gold drill.
So he's customized this thing like crazy. He's repainted a lot of the trim white. We put the Eclipse thing right here, and then got cool shift knob, radio, more trim.
I was gonna turn the battery on and turn the light on and that thing, but
Oh yeah.
they changed all the lights blue and cut a hole in the back seat where the amp goes. It's cool.
There it is.
It's where it sits permanently.
Then we got the Sean rocket ship and the golden dice.
Let's go over there with the scoop, bro.
Yes. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. There wasn't too much to really do to the Saab. All we could really do was just take off that timing cover and kind of clean it up a little bit. So now that I've got that off, I'm gonna go ahead and order some gaskets for it. I'm gonna go ahead and order the new timing gasket, water pump gasket. What else? The thermostat gasket. I gotta order the 2 new valve gaskets. And then I think that is about it. I do have to run to an auto parts store and get some new hoses and just some basic little hoses like these. So after I get those, then we'll be good. But should be by next weekend that I'll have all that in. So by next weekend, I'll be filming another video of us actually putting all that in. That'll be a good video. And once I get it all in, then hopefully we can start it right up. And after we start it up, that'll be a nice moment. So I also have a guy who's going to be helping me actually get the kind of like a bill of sale. So we're going to be exchanging a bill of sale and doing a little bit of work so I can get this thing nice and registered. And once I get it registered, I can actually drive it. So that'll be good. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. And have a good one.